All right, what's up, guys? So, doing things solo is underrated. And it's underrated because you don't have to rely on people to do things with, because you're comfortable doing it alone. And a lot of times, people can hold you back. Like, you tell these people, you guys want to do this activity with me? You want to go there? You want to go here? And they just keep saying no. They always make excuses. It's best to do it solo, you know? Like, sometimes you can hang out with people and they can hold you back when you're hanging out with them, going somewhere. They don't respect your boundaries if you want to have some alone time going out somewhere. Or maybe they just kind of ruin the day for you. They kind of annoy you. They start drama or they start gossip, you know, all the time. They don't want to enjoy, like, the activity with you, right? And a lot of times, doing things with people, it's like you're in a group. You're like in a clique, basically. And I feel like a lot of times, if you're in a group and you're doing something together, there's times where you don't think independently, because a lot of times when you're doing that, you're trying to fit in, you know. But there's nothing wrong with doing things with people necessarily either. If you guys respect each other's boundaries, you guys know each other well, you enjoy the activities, you share their experience, that's a good thing, you know. But there's nothing wrong with doing things solo either. And yeah, people say it gets lonely, but I guess that's how you interpret it, you know. It doesn't have to be, because you could do something alone and it's more peaceful. You could do whatever you want. You can go wherever you want. You can leave whenever you want, you know. Doing something alone is underrated. And you don't have someone say, I need to leave early, you need to come with me too, you know, when you want to stay longer, you know. Or you tell that person, I want to leave early, but they disagree, right? Like, when you're alone, you could do whatever you want, and you don't have anyone bother you, basically. And doing things alone, you start to have more self-reflection, and at times, you just don't have to rely on people, you know. You don't, like, if you tell, like, your friends or someone that you know, like, you want to go here or something like that, and they just bail on you, or they just make excuses, or they can't do it because they're busy or something, right? It's best to do it by yourself, you know. And yeah, it's not easy. It's not an easy thing to do, and people judge others that go alone at times, but I guess that's how you react to them, you know, I guess, because those people are insecure. Most people that go in a group are very insecure about themselves. They don't, they are not self-reliant. They're afraid of doing things on their own. And I feel like doing things on your own is like a confidence thing, you know. It's not, I feel like it's just something that you could do without people. Like, you can solo travel, or you can go to the gym by yourself, you can play basketball by yourself, you can go to the park by yourself, you can go to the movies by yourself, you can go to the park by yourself. Like, whatever it is, you can go by yourself, and it could be just as good as going with people, you know, or it could be even better, right? That's why I think it's underrated. And it's you know, I think a lot of people kind of make it a stigma a lot of times. And yeah, I guess you can get lonely at times, you know, but I guess that means, like, you need someone to share it with. Maybe next time you go with people, you know, but it's not necessarily wrong to go alone, you know. It's underrated, basically. trying to think of anything else with this one. I mean, I talked about this a lot on my old channel, but I guess it's cool to talk about on this one. Yeah, sometimes you can like do things with people and you go out with them, and it's just it drains your energy at times. And sometimes it's best like when you're alone, you know when to take a break from interacting with others, and you just kind of find a spot where you can chill, and then you can go in there again, you know. So I guess like a bar, for example, or maybe some sort of social event or whatever it is, right? Yeah, because if you just rely on people all the time, I feel like you won't be able to do the things you want to do, right? When you do things by yourself, you feel more confident to do the things that you want to do on your own when people aren't there for you, you know? And then I guess some people kind of adapt to just doing things by themselves too, right? Maybe it's because they had a hard time making friends, and that was kind of like me. I was like kind of more of a reject and outcast in high school, so I kind of sort of got used to doing things by myself, and I preferred it more, you know? Even though I like doing things with people, I'm not saying I don't. Like my one real friend in real life, or anybody I did it with in my life. It's just, I always prefer to being alone more and kind of do things on my own because of how people treated me back then, you know? How I got rejected by friends, like these so-called friends when they're actually fake, and stuff like that, you know? So it just kind of, it was ingrained in me, I guess. Sometimes going with a big group or kind of in a clique, or it could be awkward, you know? And sometimes like you don't have a say. Sometimes you just kind of go with them, you know? Maybe we'll talk about people in groups and cliques, but I mean, doing things by yourself is underrated. Because not everyone's there for you all the time. Sometimes you really want to do something, like if you're capable of doing it, it's best to do it on your own, you know? Not everyone's into everything, obviously. You know, like not everyone's into the bars, not everyone's into sports, not everyone's into movies or whatever it is. Whatever you're into and you feel like you get that same dopamine and that entertainment to yourself, it's best to do it on your own, you know? Especially if you don't have friends. Sometimes if you really want to do something, I guess try to do it on your own if you can. And not everyone is capable, I guess, depending on certain things, you know? But that's it though. Catch you guys later.